I'm going to quickly break this video down for the guys that are a little bit shorter. I've sent out a couple of videos of people like Casey Malone and Lars Riedel that are 6'6" and have wingspans of 6'8", and they throw really far because they have really long levers and they can really stretch and rip on that disc. Well, this is Ian Waltz. He's about 6 foot tall. He throws 222 feet, and he uses his speed and his strength. And he doesn't have really long levers, but you can see he uses them anyway. He looks like a really tall guy, and it's because he stretches himself out. He comes back, and he gets in a really good stretch, and then he starts working that left foot immediately. That's something that we all need to work on, is getting our weight out over our left and working that left, getting a good shin angle. That shin angle right here, that's what I'm talking about. That shin angle going into the middle of the ring and taking your knee and driving your knee to the middle and down, that's what allows you to be in a good position and drive into the ring. You can see that his chest is still up, his shoulders are level, his arm is still stretched back, and he has a huge sweep. His sweep is way outside of the ring, and he's driving with the inside of his foot. The inside of his foot is going to come straight into the middle of the ring. Like that. See how that's... He's not driving with his knee. It's the inside of his leg that he's driving with, and he hits dead center in the middle because of it. He's in a good position with his chest up and his eyes up when he hits the middle, and there's that soft knee. A lot of us have a problem with hitting the middle and then standing straight up. Ian's got a really good soft knee, and that's going to allow him to be down in a really crouched position so that he can explode up through his throw. So that soft knee is crucial. Now he gets down, and you can see that he's already coming because, you know, the Olympic athletes, they worked on this, and they've got their timing perfect. I talk a lot about making sure that your chest is back and your hips are back. His are a little forward, and that's because he's strong enough to handle that, and he can actually still rip through here. And if you look, by the time he's down, his discus is still way back here. All right, it's not all the way in front, and it's not ahead of his chest or hips. He's still got a lot of rip, and he still has pretty good eye position to where his head is going to stay with his disc as he works through. Alright, once he lands down, I want everyone to watch his foot. Alright, that foot turns. It literally never stops turning until he's in the air. Alright, so it lands and it turns with his body. He doesn't land, turn his body, and then have his foot turn to catch up. He's turning as he's getting down. So by the time he's down, his foot is in that power position that we all want to start with. All right, that's also crucial. If you don't have that, you're going to be way off, and you're going to shift all your weight to the right. Now, something that I talk a lot about is making sure that your weight stays back on that right foot. See how that weight in the disc is over his left? He's still got time to work that foot and drive his hips up and into the throw. He's pushing up with that leg, and he's got a high chest, a high eyes. He's got high eyes, and he's going to release nice and high, just like we talk about. See that 45-degree angle? That's what we want to get to. He finishes all the way through, and you can see he chases through his disc with the backside of his right shoulder like we talk about. And he finishes through by replacing that foot, and he sweeps around. Look at that the left leg as he switches his feet in his reverse. That foot comes up and it gets really big, and it swings him back into the ring so that he doesn't scratch. All right, that's the reverse that we've been working on. And I think we all need to improve just a little bit on that. So again, just quick points. Really big sweep. He's down on that knee. He's got really good shin angle. And his knee is driving to the middle. He's going to hit the middle perfectly. And then he's going to turn until he lands. And from here, we use every little bit of strength that we have to rip through that stretched position. He's got a little bit of a dip, and that's because he's repositioning his chest, getting everything up, so he starts driving his hips up. And that dip, that normally I tell you not to dip because it's hard for us to get back up. If you dip and drive up with your chest that way, that's where those big throws are coming. Abram, I'm looking at you on this one. You've got that pop, that really good pop from here. If you would pop like that and then drive up the way that he has, you're going to jump really big. Alright, so if you got any questions about Ian Waltz or any of the other throwers, let me know. And if there's any videos that you find on YouTube that you want me to break down, let me know, and I'll do that and send it out to everyone.